and welcome everybody. I decided to make like a beginner's guide to Wasted because it seems to be that a lot of new players can't progress in the early game. Like I watched, I think it was Total Biscuits WTF is about this game, and he hadn't managed to beat the first boss yet. So I just want to make some quick tips and tricks, I guess, to like sort of help new players. Okay, so maybe we should start by like explaining some of the mechanics that probably most of you have understood, but like how the hangovers works. The hangovers are basically the only way to get out of one of the coolers without dying or beating the boss, and they give you a permanent either like sort of like a perk, I guess. So what you want to do in the early game is try to like do a run, collect gear, and then um, get one of the hangovers that like gives you a positive effect, like for instance the glow that makes you immune to radiation pools and gives you a nice warm glow apparently. And you get the idea, like you want to go into a cooler and get a good hangover and then just leave and go into the same cooler again and keep doing this until your character grows in power. This is how you get sort of you build your character this way. Is some other important stuff is the daily runs. If you do daily run with this guy, you can put one of the items you find in the daily run, and the daily run is usually with like a lot of high level enemies and high level gear. So when you do one daily run, you can take one of the items, and if you get far enough in the daily run or lucky, you encounter one of those postal boxes. And if you encounter one of those, you can put the item into that box, and when you die in the daily run, he will give you the item after the run. So that's the way you can get like a good item early on in the game without losing your main character, I guess. Most of the items, by the way, that you can buy from this character isn't really that useful. So what you actually want to store your use your TP for, especially in the early game, is actually if you use one of the purple weapons. If you see what I have now, like this one is purple. It's one of the quest weapons. If you die and you have one of these, or like it doesn't matter how many of these you have. If you have some of these equipped when you die, the way you can get them back, and the way you do that is you go talk to the road couriers guy, and you go to the lost and found, and you can buy it here, and they usually cost what they cost in the menu here, so 1,000 TP for this weapon. Also, it's really important to get the courier service so that you can store items and ammo and stuff you find in your cooler runs in the courier boxes. So you can pick them up at your house if you die, and that's a way to sort of progress in the game as well, by like collecting items and putting them in the courier boxes, which looks like this. Another good tip is actually to know if you're like going the right way. If you see like here, there's like sort of a crossway where from where I started over here, this end. So when you know you're going the right way, is the next floor is never behind the locked door, so it cannot be these ways. So that means you have to go this way to find the end of the cooler. It's a nice tip if you get lost. Oh, this is good. Okay, so that sort of segues into what the next thing I wanted to show, and that is how you kill the SOB. Because the SOB is he can be an issue when you're like in the early game, especially, or like if you're in like at the start of cooler, and you don't want to be rushed to progress, especially at the later floors. This is just the first floor. It's not really that important to kill him here, but in some of the later floors, like you might actually want to kill him so that you can get more time to loot around and like fully explore the floor. of the cooler. And the way you do this is basically you find a spot like this. It doesn't really matter what it is. The main importance is that you can walk through the spot completely like this, so you sort of can walk in a circle. If you can do this, you can kill the SOB, because you sort of glitch out his AI pathing, and now he spawned. So now I'm going to show you how it works. What you also should probably do is like if you find a tripping hazard, just place one somewhere, because it slows him down, I think, because it cripples his legs. You can see now if he goes into the tripping hazard. This is of course like a really high level character. As you see there, left leg is broken. I think that slows him a bit down. So, well, this is like a fairly high level character I've in this game. But the point is, you can kill him with a very standard character. You just need a fair bit of ammunition, but you can also do... I think you can kill him with just your bare hands, but it's a bit hard. You just have to wait for him to like run out of ammo and then like smack him once. Like this. And that will take a lot of time. You see how much health he has and whatever. But the idea is you do this and you basically just do some damage to him. And then you just wait for him to go out one of these edges. Preferably like crouch or whatever. Do some damage on him. And you keep on doing this. And you can also, like, if he gets too close there and starts to cut you off, you just turn around. That's why you want to go in a circle, right? So you can like go and attack him for both sides, and this sort of gets him stuck in this position, and basically makes it really hard for him to do anything. But like and also like of course this damage at most can do like 3 or 4 HP, so you should just be careful not to take too many hits. But if you keep on doing this, you'll beat him, and you can do it with most weapons. Like of course, like I did this, I sort of goofed a bit because I have these fairly high level weapons that do a lot of damage, but that was mostly because this takes time, and I didn't want to spend way too much time on this. But also one thing to note is it's smart to do it with a rifle caliber weapon, a weapon that uses rifle ammo, because that is the same ammo the SOB uses in his minigun. And he has a lot of spare ammo on him from like rifle ammo. So basically, if you use that ammo, it doesn't really waste it, because as you see now, I kill him, easy peasy. Then you go in here, and you saw I got like 86 rifle ammo. So rifle ammo is the way to go mostly. The armor he has is, his chest is okay for like a low tier game. Like he has the knockback resistance, which is nice. He also has a good like shoot, hit, and oblit stat bonus. His helmet is crap basically, but it's cool because if you wear it, I can show you how it looks. You can you get like the red light he has, which is kind of cool. So he can't see blood apparently. That's why he uses it. Also, like the minigun is a terrible weapon. Like it just wastes ammo, but like you can use it until it's out, but don't reload it. That's a waste. But so, well, now you can beat a SOB, I guess. You see there like 40 bullets to kill like 2 people. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so that's one way to sort of increase your time to sort of loot around and scavenge around in the cooler, and I hope this kind of helps. It's kind of good to kill him at the later stages, because in the later levels he can be more annoying. because like you get enemies like what are they called? I think they're called the Spewmen, the sort of super mutant people. They are fairly dangerous. Also, well, like that's a side note though, you can trick the SOB to kill them for you. But it's better to just kill him, and then you can sort of do similar things with the Spewmen, but they're a little bit more stupid, so you can actually hide from them and do a lot of like stealth crits on them. Another thing is these. These things, I highly... If you're doing a long run, I don't recommend using them, because I feel like at least 70-80% of them is negative, and they rarely do give you a good boost. Sometimes they do give you some super good ones, like something that maybe lets your health regen for like 5 ticks, something like that. It's pretty ridiculous, but like you run the risk of getting like 5 minus in any of your stats and stupid things like that, so you don't really want to use them. Hey, bonus. I found some Spewmen, which was what I mentioned. Those are the guys you really want to look out for. They're pretty dangerous. So, I guess try and trick him. Okay, they don't know where I am now. So, usually I use like a high level weapon to get rid of him. See, oh great, he is there as well. Those are the guys. Spewman, really dangerous. Not recommend to get in a fight with. Not a fair one at least. You can trick them to start shooting at each other, and that usually helps out. But they do a shit ton of damage, like. And they also they heal in radiation. You see it, they have a lot of HP and they do damage. Like, these enemies are, in my opinion, always high level, no matter what, like, if you meet them. Like, that was, I dealt with them with, like, using fairly high level weapons, but you should usually just, if you meet them, run away, hide, then they'll lose you, and then try and engage them, like, one at a time, or, like, avoid them at all. Because if you meet them in low level, or, like, the top floors, I guess, in a cooler, that usually means you have like gone through a couple of locked doors and stuff, because you don't meet them until you've like gotten fairly deep. And also like always try and let them fight each other. That's one way of making it easier for yourself. And also like try and get the sneak attack bonus on them, especially. Because yeah, that's the easiest way to kill them. This is also actually a good spot to fight the SOB. Oh. Yeah, and apparently sometimes that works, working in acid thing. That's also one way you can kill him, like just do this. And oh, go in again. And now he'll return because he wants to like kill me. So you can just keep doing this. And then you can like go here again. And then start again. It's a bit of a cheesy way to get rid of him, but like I was really lucky with the puddle placement. With the acid there. And I'm not sure, but I don't think this works in the later level coolers, like, because I've seen him walk over puddles without taking damage, or it might have to do with the kind of crits I got on him, because it might be that I crit did something that made him more susceptible to taking damage from those. But that's also one way you can cheese it. So yeah, second dead SOB, I guess. And now, of course, as you see, I can still keep on looting around without any problems. So yeah. Those barrels actually is also a good way to open locked doors. If you can find one next to one, you just shoot at it so it like bounces towards the locked door and it blows it up. You can also use like a mine or like a grenade if you want to. That also works on locked doors. Alright. Hope this kind of helps a lot of the new players to sort of get into the game. Another thing that maybe some people don't know is like you can shoot this. Like the Chick, the shotgun, is probably the best door opener in the game.